Alrighty then! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Curse of the Crimson Throne, our Pathfinder 1st Edition adventure that has been converted to 2nd Edition, featuring these wonderful and lovely Patreons who come support my channel, allow me to do all the cool, fun, and amazing stuff, and play this incredible game. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
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 Oh,
It's so good to see you all. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I certainly did. Lots of cool games, lots of fun things that have happened. And if you get a chance to, hey, guys, consider go watching the latest episode of Gatewalkers. I'm personally very proud of the actions and the activities that happen. A lot of emotive moments between the party members and stuff. Very, very cool. Very, very fun. But I'm looking forward to making even more memories here as I slowly but surely fuck my players to death. Because that's what I'm doing with Lust at the moment. I don't wanna, but it's what's happening in the story. Which is technically my fault, you know, because I don't know if you realize this, but the 7 deadly sins aren't a part of the Crimson Throne. Yeah, that's all me. I'm sorry. Anyway, before we kick off today, we have some people to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing sponsors. First of all, we have our... let me have a look here. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. All of the characters who are not on... all the players who are not on webcam are also visible here using Hero Forge minis, which are amazing, wonderful little bits of... it basically allows you to... design, create, and make your very own Hero Forge models, and then 3D print them and send them to you anywhere in the world. They're honestly an awesome addition to any game, and I highly recommend them. Then, of course, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which you can see behind me. Our map, our rules, our dice rolls, all of that stuff. It comes courtesy of an amazing VTT that connects me to all of my players all around the world, so that we can do cool, fun, and awesome stuff. And then last but not least, we have Sirenscape for the wonderful and amazing sounds that you hear throughout the course of the game. Immersing my players in the world of fantasy is pretty much the big name of the game of that one. So yeah, all the music, all of the mood changes, all of that. Yeah, check out Sirenscape. Sirenscape's great. Now, every epic game, of course, has a epic group of adventurers at its heart, and my adventurers are amazing, and I'm going to take the time to allow them to introduce themselves and the characters that they are going to play for today's session as we get started. Starting with none other than Holly, played by the wonderful Malakisa.
Hi, everybody. So I play Holly, who is a fairy noble, and instead of getting married like she was supposed to do, she decided to just leave and have adventures like she used to read about in the books. And in the course of her adventures, she found out that real life is very much not the same as the books. She attempted to save some orphans and wound up selling her soul to Asmodeus to become a cleric. She has recently been given the chance to become her rogue self again, and she is very excited about that. But she is caught in between problems between her desire to save Corvosa, but also the desire to save her parents, who Dag savagely killed. Sorry, Jack.
Marcus, are you muted? Ruh-roh.
Who's I'm done, right?
I can't.
Your face.
I can't hear Marcus.
I was muted. I'm sorry.
There we go. Okay.
Yes. Marcus playing Unok Orc Dragon Slayer met the party after their buddy died. Joined them. Has had a couple existential crises. Has had some, in my opinion, major character growth since he joined. Just in the little bit of time here in Corvosa. As a protege, and has a new goal of, instead of just his baddest dragon to kill, he actually wants to help the town. And that's it.
Hello, I'm Laura, and I play Agnes, who's a psychic by class, and started out in the what is the name of the people that she's originally from again? That's totally just vanishing from
The
my mind.
Varisians.
Parisians, that was it. So originally with the Parisian caravans, but then her husband died and she moved to Corvosa to raise her daughter when she was quite young herself. Now her daughter's, well, she's learning, she's kind of all grown up now, but you know, she's still a daughter. Um, and yeah, so she's just busy trying to make her city a safe place so that her daughter has somewhere safe to live.
Hello, I am Raikon playing the Kitsune Druid Dante, local to Forest Corvosa, originally looking around for the people who were peddling the drug Pesh, only to find out a lot more was happening, one of which was a queen that decided to kill a king, which also ended up us having to find out, you know, dragon possessions. Now we're dealing with more possessions. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
I'm Steve. Hello, everybody. Playing Ray. He's a Tanuki champion of Milani who, being the goddess of liberation and rebellion and freedom, etc., is fighting away with the rebellion to get rid of said queen who's causing havoc in the city. We just want to be left alone and be, happy.
Hello, I'm Cass. I'm playing Alizaro, has the body of a bird and memories of people she doesn't know who or what they are yet. And her adventure started when when a couple of members of the former party stole her horse. So her goal is to get her horse back, help save Corvosa, and figure out why her memories are the way that they are.
All right, brilliant. And that is, of course, our lovely and amazing group of adventurers. Before we kick off, we do have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for giving us your time, your energy, whatever time of day or whatever place it happens to be that you are in. It really does mean an absolute lot to have you guys join us. As such, we'd like to invite you behind the GM screen in order to influence the game while we play. There are a number of ways that you can do so. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game. These channel points can be used for things like inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering bosses, wandering monsters, a whole bunch of cool stuff. So yeah, come, check those out. Those are amazing. And, like I said, completely free. They're just, just watch our show and you get the thing. Then of course we have our lovely and amazing donations, which are more tangible, sort of effects than the, they're much more tangible, rewards than the, channel point stuff, but they're still, very, very cool, and all proceeds go towards the, as you can see below me, the DAG survival check. The DAG survival check is currently kind of like my, I need to survive, I need to pay mortgages and stuff because this is my full-time job. But we then also have a ton of really, really cool stuff that that influences the game in a more, I guess, robust way. I know I said that twice, but it's like, I wish I could explain it better, but it's like, the stuff that the channel points do is kind of like temporary and happens like in an instant, whereas the stuff that you donate for, this is the stuff that like has pulled my players out of the fire almost every time they've used it, and that's kind of the thing. So first of all, for $5, you earn a hero point or a jinx point for a player of your choosing, or me, the GM. This can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, roll with advantage, or potentially, what did I say? Stave, yeah, that's it. Then the jinx points you can use to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate something ever so slightly. Jinx points are used pretty sporadically, but they are very useful for keeping the action going. We then have our $10 donation, where we have 2 rewards at the $10 tier. We have our draw from the deck of plot twists, which allows me to draw a deck from a random draw a card from the deck with a random story prompt, and the story prompt will allow me to basically improv a new feature, a new story element into the show as we go. Keeps me on my toes as a GM and allows me to keep the games fresh and exciting. The second deck that I have is the deck of heroic actions, where you provide a hero with an emergency hero point and a free unique one-use power as well. So that's our $10 donation. Our $20 donation is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we go about making that work. Yeah, and that was a good one as well. We then have our $50 donation, which we have 3 tiers of rewards for our $50 reward. The first is our magic item to a player of your choosing. This is, this is basically like a homebrew item you design. You can ask me to design something personally for that character that is part of a set, or you can give them something from their wish list, which is also a very, very cool thing. Those are our rewards. Then we have our second $50 reward, which is our draw from the Harrow deck, which is a draw from the fortune-telling deck that allows my players not only a prophecy, but then also offers what looks to be like kind of like this. It's a D6 on any roll involving the stat associated with the Harrow draw, and then according to the prophecy of the draw, if our heroes can achieve that prophecy and make it work, then our heroes will get a blessing from the creature that dwells within that that card itself. So yeah, that's our reward for that. And the last $50 reward is, of course, the boss buff, where we increase the difficulty of the challenges that we're facing, making something more harder, upping the ante, changing the parameters of victory, throwing in old grandmas. There's a ton of different stuff that we can definitely do there. So yeah, that's our series of rewards there. Then we have, of course, our $100 secret menu item. Our heroes are currently just about to embark on they're currently finishing off dealing with lust, one of the 7 deadly sin devils that they have been doing battle with, and they're about to go and deal with envy. For the purposes of today's stream, we are going to be dealing with a lot of stuff surrounding Dante. Now, I'm going to make the reward, the $100 secret menu item, basically an extra reward for our lovely friend Dante. Dante has always had a connection with this city through his friend. And it was discovered that the serial killer Jacinta basically robbed the corpse of his friend and then sacrificed it to the Asmodean Church for a quick buck. In doing so, they then transformed him into the avatar of envy, which is where we find ourselves now. At the conclusion of said battle against Unok's former friend, what I will allow for Unok to do would be to reincarnate his friend as a animal companion, not just the raven that Unok doesn't really, pay attention to, but also a spiritual one that will gain ghost powers that allow Unok to deal with things of an incorporeal nature.
You keep saying Udok.
Sorry, I keep saying Unok. Dante. Dante. Thank you. That was my bad. Dante will get the powers of everything I just said. Powers of, yada, 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 friend, creature, all that. All that good stuff. Make sense? Good. Wonderful. I'm going to stop talking now. You get it, right, Unok? I mean, Dante? Yeah?
Yeah, I get what you get your gist is.
Cool. Excellent. So yes,
I
turning...
undermeant what you stood, Dag.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys undermeant what I stood. Okay, cool. So yes, long story short, Dante's friend, who again has been sacrificed to the Devil of Envy, will be reincarnated as a companion spirit that'll allow Dante the ability to affect ghosts and stuff. Have I had my juice? No, I haven't had my juice. I haven't had my juice yet. I should really, but I'm too excited to play. Also, I'm totally not making a Hero Forge mini for this. Like, I mean, what? It's fine. Anyway, we have a couple of donations that have come in, though. So we, first of all, have a donation from the wonderful Malakisa, who has a hero point for Ro and 2 hero points for Ray lined up. So thank you so much for that. Yay!
Thank you. We shall try to use them only in the support of Holly.
That is my hope, because I have burned through all of mine, and I need y'all to be good.
That's fair. We also, I feel, had another donation somewhere. Am I just imagining it?
Malkara donated a plot twist.
Thank you, Malakara, for the plot twist. There we go. Plot twist. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. All right. Stream Elements says that someone has donated $2 towards a hero point for Mally. That's very sweet. That's very cute. If we do have a $3 donation somewhere, we will give Holly that hero point as well. That's very cute. I love that. Aww. And it came from a Marcus. Well, I'll give it a few seconds. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. All right. So, Mal, do you want your plot twist? Do you want to pick a number between 1 to 5, or do you want me to pick from randomly in the deck? Let me know, and I shall fulfill that. Oh, yes, the Lost Love plot twist is also still in effect, so I do still have that one as well. Thank you for the reminder. 5, all right. 1, From the Shadows. 2, Repressed Memories. 3, Wrath. That would have been fun. 4, Fleeting Glimpse. And your plot twist card, number 5, is... interesting. Instinct is number 5. Instinct. Okay, how am I going to put that into the game? Plus Lost Loved One. Okay. You guys ready? Ready to kick off?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, and look at that. OG just tipped $8, and some other kind soul also donated $3 for Mally's hero point. So what I'm going to do is, just for the sake of it, I'm going to give Mally 2 hero points. There we go.
Hey.
That'll be my contribution as well. So Mally gets 2 hero points. Oh, and another one. And then that'll be the 3 hero points for Mally right there. Done.
Hey.
So thank you to OG as well as our anonymous donator, you bloody legends. All right, you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, when last we left off, our adventure continues in the lands of Corvosa, a place gripped by turmoil and rebellion. As our group, a hodgepodge mixture of people from all around who had spent a great deal of time growing up or finding themselves homes in this city have now come to fight for it against the evil forces of the dragon Kazavron, who has taken possession of the queen, a woman by the name of Iliosa, and is attempting to plunge the city into chaos. As part of this plan, our heroes face off with 7 devils, each of which represent a different one of the 7 deadly sins. The one our heroes currently face is lust. A Cupid named Seraph, who is possessed by this devil, exiled from the Fey Wilds, or the First World, and an enemy to Holly and her parents, is one of the challenges the group is currently facing. After a horrifying and terrible bout against a carnal colossus, basically a large orgy demon, our heroes now face off with this enigmatic villain directly. So that is where we begin. I wonder what this one will sound like. Ooh, I like that. Okay. All right. Inside the academy at Corvosa, with the large corpse of the orgy monster laying on the ground beneath the victorious spear of Unok, we come to a scene where the enchanting magics of the lust devil spread outwards, emanating from their person. The force of their mind and their magic embedding into Holly's own thoughts, forcing them to prostrate themselves before Seraph. He turns to Holly with a grin. You rejected my proposal, and now you come all this way just to bow at my feet. It seems, perhaps, you were too hasty in rejecting my generous offer before. But rest assured, I am not without forgiveness. There's still hope for you. When I say to be my queen, I mean for you to surrender everything in that first world to me. I will take it all and transform it into something truly beautiful. And I will not allow nepotism and tyranny to rule where love and lust can conquer all. Doesn't that sound far more enticing than war and blood? Holly, it is your turn. We're in a light combat scenario, so you do still have no choice but to bow, but you may respond.
Can I respond with what I'm actually thinking, or is...
Oh, you can respond however you decide. If you would like to go into what I'd like to call an aside, where you share to the audience members what you're thinking without sharing it to him, you may do so as well, as long as you make a point of Holly thinks, or quietly to herself, Holly contemplates, yada, 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 yada. You fail to say that, and then I will take it as you've said it out loud.
Good to know. Yeah, Holly has been rejected, and she knows that Agnes is already like super against this, and with Agnes being so against it, Holly is gonna trust Agnes's instincts on the deal, even though she was kind of headed towards that way. So like as she's like bowing on the ground, this is a spell that you have put me under. Don't think for a minute that you've taken my entire mind away. You rejected me because you were incapable of handling a few little waivers on a clause. So now we're gonna have to take you out. And by take you out, I mean take you out of the Fae you're currently inhabiting.
He was smirking up to the point in which you said that. He then says, I would like to see you try. The charm and the what do you call it? Seduction, the riz fades from him when he says that, and it just turns into this like almost toxic vitriol. You feel it like venom, those words dripping from his lips. All right, let's go into combat then, shall we?
So he became an alpha male, is what you're saying. Is he gonna start a podcast next
Yes.
about how women ain't shit?
Women ain't shit, yo. All right. Cool. All right. So as we get back into the initiative order, I'm just going to very quickly do another initiative roll here. Hiya. All right. He is going to go first. As Holly is still prostrating themselves, did Holly look at Agnes when she had that moment of introspection?
Oh yeah, for sure. She's relying on Agnes to be her moral compass because she's still shaky being away from Asmodeus, so she knows Agnes is who she can trust.
Okay, let's do a quick thing here. That's high enough. What level are you guys? 17? 18?
We are level
15.
15.
15. Okay.
Would help if I unmuted.
No, it's fine. He catches the eye line and sees Agnes directly. He says, "Stay right there. You, witch." Pointing at Agnes.
Agnes is very wounded. She probably coughs up a spitful of blood and she raises an eyebrow at him. Yeah. She got yeeted far.
She did. She did get yeeted far. I love this one. If you reject the vision of love that I present to you, then you are not worthy of it. Perhaps experiencing what it'd be like to have it all taken away. Better suits. As he reaches towards you, and he almost makes this twisting gesture, like he's almost like turning a dial down. Agnes, we're going to make a will save on you. As he casts Wave of Despair. Now, this is a 30-foot cone, so I do need to move up a little bit, maybe. Yep, so I need to move up 20 foot. So, well, actually, that will follow him, but I just need to make sure that you're within. There we go. So he will move to here. His aura will now move to here. So everywhere within that space is difficult terrain, by the way. And I believe Ray still can't enter that big circle. Cool.
Correct.
At 9 is it, Phil? What level is this dude?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, and everyone's loaded up on hero points, by the way.
Everyone is loaded up on hero points. Oh, yes, that's right. I did see that one. Let me get that done as well. Thank you, of course, to Mally, who has provided us with the last top-off of the hero points that we were missing. Much obliged. All right. So, Agnes, the Wave of Despair. You see in front of you a vision. Thomas and your daughter walking through an alleyway. you see them being approached from behind. Just a disgruntled, impoverished, homeless man, desperate. He seems to be shouting at them. Thomas steps in front. And then your daughter steps in front of Thomas. But in doing so, startles the homeless man, who drives a knife into her gut. He then turns to run as Thomas helplessly tries to staunch the bleeding. He calls for aid, but none comes. You watch as your daughter goes cold in his hands. You see the tragedy and despair washing across his face. The scene shifts again, this time out to sea, the deep sea, on a small fishing boat, pulled out by the currents, amidst a storm, with waves as tall as mountains crashing down around this small boat, threatening to turn it and its passenger to splinters. The lone passenger is Dan, as he tries his hardest with his mighty arms to keep his ship from toppling, to keep it from flipping over. You watch as this wall that stretches as high as the clouds and as wide as the vision, it heads towards Dan as he reluctantly bows his head, surrendering himself to the sea. He opens a locket that houses a picture of Agnes. He closes his eyes and awaits. As these visions roil through your mind, you are slowed one as you sob uncontrollably for 1 minute. You also cannot use reactions, and you will try to make this save every round. Oops. I will also add slow real quick. There we go. All right. That is his actions. Agnes.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What is your immediate reaction as you see that?
Okay, so seeing it, does it?
Da-da-da.
I mean, obviously she's devastated. It also depends exactly precisely how real she feels it is. I guess, but she's crying, obviously. But the thing is, as well, is this, I, she lost her husband first off already. So I mean, she's lost a lot already in her past. And these last few months, thought she's lost everybody she's loved several times now as well, if you know what I mean. So it's not that she's like hardened to it. It's just that like whilst she's sitting there and engulfed in grief and everything like that, I think she still is managing to summon just a glare for this guy through it all, if you know what I mean, even though she's feeling it kind of thing.
Yeah. It's painful, but you know how to fight through this particular pain.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Dante. You're up.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I need to heal Udok again. That's for sure. I will use treat wounds on him, using my shirts for a DC 30.
All right. You realize he is also covered in a film of thick white goo.
Wasn't any different from the last time I was doing so.
Yes, but if we remember your medicine, you'd still need to make a medicine check.
Okay.
And with your medicine check, you will take a penalty for having to work in less than ideal situations.
Trying to
Okay.
prevent bodily fluids
the-
from going into cuts and scrapes.
Yeah. But no, the reason why is because I have assurance, which overall is 33.
Okay, so that would drop it down to 29.
Okay. So, if that is the case, then I would not do the DC 30. Then I would go with the DC 20,
Sure, not a problem.
which would not give me a crit.
Or crazy thought, you could roll. I mean, choosing assurance means that you decide you're going to get a 10, right? Which technically means you've got a 50-50 chance of landing the thing you want.
Yeah. But if I'm using also risky surgery, it increases it to a crit.
It does.
As long as I succeed.
I mean, you can, again.
Which, with assurance, I'm already succeeding.
Or you could go for a DC 30 and you get the crit.
Oh, yeah. What is my thing again?
Your modifier for
Yeah.
healing's what, like 30 something? I just roll for it.
Yeah, I'll do the roll then.
trying
You got your point.
to convince my players to roll their fucking dice.
Though, you are going to get harmed by a D8 because of the risky surgery.
All right, 2 points of damage from risky
Damage,
surgery. Yep.
Which, not too bad.
Imagine if I was only on 2 and he did that.
Ooh.
It's still a crit success.
That is because
I
with.
did.
Wait, hold on.
Because I used risky surgery.
Yeah, no, you can. Sorry, real quick. You said that with a 10, you got a. What was it? A 30.
Yeah, it's because I'm legendary in medicine, so I get a plus 23, and it adds plus 10 on top of that.
Yeah, assurance doesn't let you use any bonuses from abilities. It is just straight up your proficiency bonus on that specific skill. So you don't get any circumstance bonuses or item bonuses from it, which is why he's only got like a 20-something.
Hold on.
Assurance is worded stupid.
I thought assurance just was like your regular
Nope.
thing, but instead of rolling, you get a 10.
Nope, that is
10, it is plus 10 plus your proficiency.
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
5e rogue assurance.
Ah, right. Okay,
That
okay.
is just a flat 10 on everything.
Ah, okay. Fair
That you
enough.
can't roll less than a 10 or something.
All right. Well, currently you would be taking a -4 penalty, but that actually still makes it by far. So yes, you do land a critical result with the 30. So you may roll that healing. Good to know. All right, Unok, you heal 58 points of healing.
Now I cannot use heal twice on somebody for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Now for 2 action, I'm trying to think, because I do have the spell magic, but I'm not sure if I have to use it on Seraph or on Ray. I don't either. That's why I was questioning.
I Can you get rid of Ray's like thing that he's got on him?
Like I said, I have the spell magic. I'm just not sure who I'm supposed to target with it to make it stop being in effect.
Well, you would have to get near Seraph first.
It has 120-foot range.
Well, if you want to know about spells, you would need to make an Arcana check. or depending on the type of spell. In this case, I think it is Arcana for him.
Well,
Otherwise, you just have
Really?
to take a guess and make a launch for it.
we'll see if I am knowledgeable enough with just trains.
Negative. You sadly do not have the knowledge.
Question from the peanut gallery, real quick.
I'm listening.
So this man is a fae possessed by a devil.
Mm-hmm.
Devil spells are divine. So would that not be a religion?
Nope, because I never said that he only knows devil spells.
Fair enough. I just figured I'd ask.
You can. For example, if I were to cast Darkness, for example, which is, as you say, a quote-unquote devil spell, then yes, you would be correct. But as previously mentioned, he is not just a devil. He also has his Cupid powers. He also has all of the powers that he had picked up and learnt while being in the academy here, surrounded by the tomes and books of arcane knowledge that he is using. And it is those he is using from his spell list.
100% makes sense.
He just gets massive bonuses to using enchantment spells, which he's getting.
Yeah. Well, since I have no knowledge on which to use it on, I'm just going to use a 2-action heal spell on Unuk.
Sure. All right, and with your healing now concluded, we now return back to our initiative, where we go to Agnes, who is gripped in despair. And is muted.
I've got energy drain and drained. I'm not sure what they were from.
All right,
Doomed.
so yeah, this I think this is from a previous attack. So, energy drain reduces your, basically just gives you a straight up penalty. Doomed means that you die on dying 3 instead of dying 4. And Waves of Despair is giving you slowed, and you cannot use reactions.
So effectively, I just have like a 2-action turn.
Correct.
Okay.
And all the penalties should apply automatically.
Yes. I don't feel great. So Agnes is going to do the sensible thing, and well, hopefully the sensible thing, and try and soothe herself from both her physical and her mental wounds. The emotional damage she suffered at the hands of an unforgiving deer.
How, by the way?
I'm going to cast heal upon myself, which is 2-action.
Oh, bitch. Counterspell. No, I can't counterspell. I don't have it.
Go for it if you want.
I don't want to. Okay, fine.
You'll
all right.
also need the corresponding element.
Okay, now I believe heal removes all conditions from you as well, yes?
No, heal doesn't. This is just soothe.
Oh, soothe. I thought you meant heal there.
Yeah.
Yep, nope, carry on.
No. I just meant I'm going to heal myself, but I'm going to use soothe to do so.
Okay, right. So
but it also, like, soothes the mind as well a little bit. It doesn't really do anything, like, mechanically. It does a little bit, but not in this instance.
Yeah, it puts you at ease just a teeny bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Just give us a +2 status to mental save, so I shall add that, actually.
Nice. Anything else?
No, you took my other action from me.
I mean, you can react. You can be like, you can't react, actually. You can.
No, I can't. I'm sobbing uncontrollably. I try and make myself feel better. I'm just stroking my own head and crying in a corner. Just.
All right.
Stay there, Agnes. It'll be fine.
All right, Alizaro, you're up next.
Alrighty. So I have a question. I would like to delay my initiative if I can.
You may.
I don't have an ability for it, but I am willing to give a hero point to go all the way to the bottom of initiative. I kind of want to be at the back of the pulley, like initiative wise.
You don't need to use a hero point. That is an ability that is existent in Pathfinder called holding an action. It's not holding an action, sorry, delaying your turn. So delaying and holding are two actions you can take in the game. Delaying is you pretty much exit initiative until you decide you would like to come back in. And then holding is where you spend one action in order to set a parameter for another action to occur. And then you pay the cost of that action. So, for example, in a 3-action turn, let's say I wanted to cast a 2-action spell, like Fireball, when someone enters a room, because no one's in it yet. So I might say, cool, I'm going to ready an action to cast Fireball when someone enters the room. And that would be your 3 actions would be a ready. It wouldn't drop your initiative. It would just mean whenever something happened, that your action would then go off. But you're now choosing to delay, so you could, if you want to come in at the bottom, easy. You're at the bottom of initiative.
Also,
Alrighty, thank
do I get to resave at the end of my turn or on his turn again?
I'll do it now. Because otherwise
Okay.
I will totally forget. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
I don't have. Oh, there it is. Agnes. Do you make your save? Oh wow, yeah, you do. Okay, you are no longer slowed. You, as you say, you are made of sterner stuff, and you remove the effects of the waves of despair. As we then go to Holly.
I believe the only thing Holly can actually do is bow and prostrate herself 3 more times.
Yes, indeed. And then that is all 6 of your tributes presented.
Yes.
Anything you want to say?
Yes, hang on a second.
You can tell that he's trying to kill your inspiration. This is the person that is guiding your ill-founded moralities. I will get rid of them.
Holly looks at Agnes for support, and Agnes is like, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
Now I'm just picturing it. Unok just sees Holly look at Agnes, and Agnes just bursts into tears. Holly, the fuck did you do?
If that's the best you have, then I promise you we're gonna defeat you.
Okay. Gonna do better then, I guess. Guess I'll use my level 9 spells.
Look, Holly.
Holly keeps antagonizing people to try harder. And I don't know if Mally understands how much I regularly hold back to not wipe you guys clean off the board at this level.
Yeah,
and the only response to that is to escalate. So I guess
To be fair, Holly is not the only person to do this.
But it's also
Unok does it too.
Again, but it's also like it's like are they not learning from the other times where they realize, oh wait, they aren't using everything they have. In fact, it is capable for them to escalate, and then they proceed to do so, and then someone gets close to death, and it's like, wow, that was unnecessarily difficult in that moment. I'm just curious. Because it's gonna happen again.
I mean, she's still trying, man. All
Yep,
right.
Yep. I mean, I get it, man. I'm not. I mean, this is not a criticism. This is just a moment of like, I guess I'll take the kid gloves off again.
Sorry, guys.
Speaking of Ray, it is now your turn.
Okay. I have an idea that I'm not completely sure how to execute.
All right, let me hear it.
So, as a party, we're aware that these are possessions. Like
Yes.
the other sins were so that this is a possessed being. So, because Ray mysteriously still finds himself unable to want to even consider attacking this person, which has put his mind into different places. And essentially, he's going, Ray wants to petition his god to try and free the possessed person.
Okay.
So I have no capabilities for this, but I am a champion, so I don't know quite how to.
All right, I'll tell you what.
If I have to burn all my hero points, I'll do it.
Well, we don't need that, but what I will get you to do is I'm going to get you to make a prayer to Milani. Think of this in the same way of like what you would barter with as a servant of Milani for the power to exercise the entity within Seraph. This is Ray's conversation. Now, keeping in mind, you're not talking to your best mate, and I will give you guys this as well, right? So don't start with, "Dear Saren Ray, get him," right? This is a deity you are speaking to. They may not respond at all. This is the same as any other kind of prayer you would take any other night. But the difference is you are asking for guidance, you are asking for clarity, you are asking for the tools necessary. You get extra points for sort of catering to her edicts, for obviously fighting against her anathemas, and for, of course, again, all of the stuff in between in terms of just being a good servant. Do you want to do that now, or do you want a minute or two to think about what you'd like to say?
I've been thinking about this, so I've got some thoughts here.
You got some thoughts? Okay, well, cool. Take it away.
Okay, so Ray is going to do something that nobody expects, which is he is going to drop down on a knee, and he's going to hold up his morning star, and he's going to start praying. And it's, Milani, I don't talk to you nearly often enough, and as a champion, I should probably be trying to do that more, but things have been a little busy, and I'm sorry for the delay. I am torn and confused at this point in time. I am unable to attack. I can't even seem to think of trying anything that would hurt this creature. The one thing that I do know is that this is not the creature that I am looking at, is not the creature that is dragging me. He has been possessed, which is creating madness within my mind, because we absolutely is anathema to enslave or oppress, and I consider possessing. You never actually said anything about possession, but in my mind, it's an even worse flavor of enslavement. They're in need. My friends are in need, and I find myself unable to help them. Please guide me.
That's pretty good. That wasn't bad. You had a little bit of a thing where you were kind of over explaining stuff, like you were mansplaining to the god of rebellion, did you know that possession is like enslavement? And she's like, yeah, I wrote the book on things, but but all in all, I think you spoke earnestly and from the heart, which is very, very important. You did touch on the anathema of the magics that this individual is using. Let's go with a percentage roll and let's see what we get. Now, normally with prayers, and this is just a house rule, normally there is only a 1% chance that a god is going to actually directly intervene. However, based on the nature of the prayer and the situation, that can be increased. So you have increased it through your prayer, but let's see if you hit the mark that I have set. Unfortunately, a 44 does not give you a direct response from Milani themselves, but that does not mean that she is not going to offer you guidance. I need you to make me an occultism check or a religion check, either or.
I'm going to go religion.
Now that
38.
that is a decent result. So, your symbol of Milani begins to glow brightly, and you feel almost like a magnetic tug pull you towards Seraph.
I will
Interpret,
follow the tug.
yeah, interpret from that what you will. If you follow the tug, no worries. So that is one action for that prayer, 2 actions to move. Is that what we're doing?
Can I enter the 40-foot circle now?
You'll need to make a will save as you approach.
Do I get advantage if the goddess is helping me?
She is not helping you, to reiterate.
Okay.
You did fail that assistance. All right. Unfortunately, you still find yourself pushing up against the barricade. Now, because you don't have any hostile intent, you can still make attempts to push against the barricade, and each time you do so, you will make another will save. But that is 2 actions for you to move across, 1 action to pray. So we are done with Ray for the time being, bringing us now to Unok.
Alrighty. Is the barrier around him like a physical, tangible thing you can see, or is it like just...
It's invisible.
Okay. Then Unok would not know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
He would just see Ray stopping.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna yell, basically he's gonna yell at him to stop pausing and just charge. And that's what he's gonna do. He's first before he moves, because my dragon rage wings are still active.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fly up and then go.
All right, you
Just
hit the wall and immediately halt for the exact same reason. As soon as you hit this almost invisible barrier, you are overwhelmed by the presence of the devil. It fills your bones and you simply cannot approach any further. I think it also gives you frightened. Yada yada yada. 1 second. Yada yada yada. There it is. No, it doesn't give you frightened. Just means you can't. You just cannot move towards it.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, it is just difficult terrain. So you do hit the wall, but now you move at half speed.
Even in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. So it originally would have. So that was only like 30 feet of my movement.
Yep.
So I can move a whopping. So for a second action to move, I can move to there.
Yep.
Oop. Grabbing Unok so I know exactly where I'm going. Okay. And then how far away is he? He is. So for every 20 feet or 10 feet past the range increment is the -2.
Every range increment past the range increment.
So my range increment is 20. So
every 20 foot beyond is another increment.
So I wouldn't take a penalty for being this far?
You would. You'd take a -2 penalty.
Okay.
Then once you hit 40 foot, that's a -4 penalty. Then when you hit 60 foot, it's a negative.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? A -2 is fine. Unok's gonna whip his goo-covered spear at the Seraph.
All right, let's do it.
The last natural 20.
Reroll.
A shame.
No. No. No.
I
No.
I called it.
I'm sure I remember someone saying at the beginning of the stream that, I never use Jinx points except for like really urgent stuff.
This is really urgent.
But I'll cry.
Yeah, I know. And I will sustain myself off your tears. Ooh, that's still good. It's a hit. Just not a crit hit.
Yeah.
It was so close to a 1, though. It was like this close to a 1. All right. Yeah, roll your damage. All right, 43 damage as the spear penetrates into Seraph. He is not pleased about that. As he sees...
And Unok's spear immediately returns, now no longer goo covered.
Well, yeah, that's true. But you're still goo covered.
I mean, flinging it through the air would have cleaned all the goo off, at least to me. Then getting stuck in another person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. And that is your 3 actions done as we now go to Alizaro. Oh, and you take 1 poison damage. Oh, 1d8 poison damage.
Oh, okay. And he rolled a 1?
You rolled
Oh,
one.
no, that's my...
Yeah, you rolled a 1 to get rid of it. Oh, no, but it's already done that, so you've taken 8 points of damage. It's automated. I love it. Brilliant. Done.
Oh, I already took the 8?
You've already taken the 8. All right, Alizaro.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. Since I am now within the barrier, do I need to make a will save?
Have you entered the barrier yet?
No, but like on the map, I'm in.
No. Then
the
yes, you
barrier
do.
on
Then
the
yes,
map.
you will need to.
Okay.
I will roll that for you in a moment.
Oh,
Yeah, because he engulfed us in his aura when he stepped forward. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just measuring a thing.
No, that's fine. I just need to. There it is. Here we go. Alizaro. Let's see what we got for you. That is a failure. So everything is difficult terrain for you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that puts me at half speed.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, just doing a little bit of measuring. All right. In that case, Alizaro, seeing Agnes like absolutely in despair, not understanding exactly why she's so upset, Alizaro is going to move that token move that 15 foot, and she is just gonna yell or call out, not yell, at Agnes. What happened? Are you okay? Do you need help? She does not know what else to do because she sees Holly bowing to this guy. She sees Ray in the back. Other than Unok, nobody has attacked this guy, so she's kind of torn on whether to go for him or stay back.
You made Agnes cry! Kick his ass!
That case, and then Rose gonna be like, all right, fine. And she is going to zoom in on the map so I can shoot shit. All right, she's gonna go hand crossbow on Sarah and miss.
Critically miss.
Oh, that's bad miss.
That's the bad one. Do you want to use a hero point?
Sure.
All right, let's see it. Alizaru.
Alright. Come on.
It's a regular miss, which is
Right,
okay.
regular miss.
All right. All right, Agnes. Alizaru has moved over to comfort Agnes. It gives you a little bit more strength, and you feel yourself kind of like, the weepies are sort of like fading away, as are the illusions that are causing you the despair. To see your friends moving so fervently to try and bring you aid, I'm going to give you a +2 morale bonus against will saves, which is going to be very important in a second. Alizaru, anything else?
Okay, that was one move, one attack. We're gonna go one more shot, maybe. Nope. Alright, no, we're not gonna do that.
Okay, well, you're making an attempt, and sometimes that's the important bit.
Yes.
All right.
And
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was making protect rolls. All right. So back to Seraph. Seraph looks at Holly and says, "Don't worry. If this is not good enough, then allow me to dwarf your expectations." You watch as he then starts to sing. As his voice gets higher and higher, the noise that begins to emanate begins to shake the very building itself. You watch as glass from the stained glass window suddenly shatters inwards and rains down like a myriad of colors, prismatic light shining everywhere as a 60-foot cone, which I'm going to enhance with the effect of a Jinx point. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll move up a little bit more. Why not?
Question, does that push Ray back? So he still can't enter the 40-foot?
It will push you back on your turn if you fail your save.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay. Well, actually, it's only there. So, hold on. Wait 1 second. There we go. 1 second. Sorry, I just need to... God, I'm moving the wrong things here. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so that's where he's going to move. Okay. So, as he sings... let's do this. So, I'm hoping I'm going to do this right. Target Agnes, Unok, Alizaru, Ray, and Dante. Okay. The spell. Wow, there's no save. There is a fortitude save. It's not letting me do the fortitude save. So let me see if I've got a spell that I can do as a fort save.
Probably not set up correctly.
Yeah, it's probably not set up correctly. It's fine. Everything's will saves. No fort saves. Interesting.
Will saves are good for you against
No, it's
me
fine.
specifically.
No, this is a fort save. So I need everyone to make me a fort save.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. Something I might actually pass. Random question. Is this an emotion effect?
No.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Hero point.
Oh,
Actually, would Unok get affected? He's in the air.
Jinx point counter, and yes.
You
Does that-
motherfucker. Why? Why me, Dag?
Because you healed like 80 hit points.
Did the +2
100.
apply to this roll?
Yeah. Sorry?
Did the +2 that morale bonus apply to this roll, or was it just mental? So...
No, it did for this roll.
Okay, well then I got a 39 if that makes a difference instead.
It does not. But it means you didn't fumble. So far, fumbling, we have Alazaro, Ray, and Unok have all fumbled.
Well, then I'd like to hero point that, please.
I would jinx point you.
That's fine. We'll bring
He
you.
jinx pointed me on a nat 1. You don't think he wasn't going to jinx point you too?
There might have been a plan on that one, because that's his last jinx point.
That is my last jinx point. Okay. So, are you ready
And
for
he wonders
this?
why we don't donate them to him.
Well, that's why I have to use them. Okay.
I swear I've got something for this.
I feel personally targeted.
You were. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
2
here we
jinx
go.
points in a row.
So, as the song begins to pulse through your bodies, your whole body actually freezes and your bones begin to vibrate and rattle. You feel them starting to break and shatter. Unok and Ray, in particular, your bones actually do break and shatter. So, everyone begins by taking the base of 92 points of damage,
Jesus!
which then, obviously, for our lovely people who have fumbled, will take double that.
Ray's down.
Do you want to use...
So 184.
Ray's dead. Ray's down. Ray's not just down.
Ray has been obliterated. Unok, how are you looking?
Give me 1 second. I'm dead.
Doing worse for Ralph.
Nice. Everyone else also dead? Anyone?
I'm down.
No, that's
Yeah,
cool. Sorry.
I'm.
All right. Let me hear that cacophony of hero points that keep everyone on 1 hit point.
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right,
Please
Alazaro.
don't jinx point me.
Yep, Ray.
Yeah, you mean that going to -29 would be a bad thing?
Well, there's no minuses in. There's no minuses. You would go to dying 2.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
so
already
yes,
wounded
there-
1, so I go straight to dying 3.
Oh yeah, that
We
would
will- we will
that
use-
would not be
Oh
ideal.
wait. How do I?
You got healed.
Do
You
I
got
hero
treated
point?
wounds. You have no wounded.
Oh,
You
I'm
didn't-
still wounded 1, so I don't know. I don't actually.
you-
know
No,
how
you're
that
not.
works.
So
No,
hold
I
on.
just got healed. You didn't heal my wounded condition.
No.
What I used-
Sorry, real quick. Let's break this down because everyone's talking at the same time. Alazaro, you are still wounded 1, but you did not go down to unconscious just then. That's what the hero point does. It keeps you.
Okay.
It basically braces so you stay on 1 hit point. Same thing with Ray. Same thing with Unok. Which means that the wounded condition, which Dante has removed through his treat wound injury thing, Unok, you are now at wounded 0.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I have one other thing I can do as a reaction.
I'm listening.
Orc Ferocity.
Uh,
I avoid being knocked out or remain at 1 hit point, but my wounded does increase by 1.
Well, do you not want to use your hero point and instead... well, your wounded actually increases by 2 still, so you'd be wounded 3.
I will still be at 1 health.
Oh, sorry,
so I will
wounded
be
2.
fine.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you a hero point back. There it is. So you're now at wounded 2. Because I remember if he's healed you 1,
Yes.
then you've taken 2 from this one. Agnes and Dante, how are you guys looking with your 92 points of extra damage?
I still up and about.
And Agnes?
Just up and about. Hang on, so let me just add okay. 8 plus 92 plus 9 4 13 140.
So as his voice reaches a crescendo, Ray and...
Agnes coughs up more blood.
Bones break, bones shatter. Let's find out what I do in addition, because we have crit fumbles for our lovely players.
That is the other reason, because if 1 is triple damage, I need...
Oh well, no, triple damage won't really do anything extra. Remember, because you've made the check
Right.
already. So,
Where's the Fort Saver die card?
all right, here we go. So, Ray, let's start with you. Give us a number.
Oh, the first one.
All right. You are stupefied 2 and sickened 1. Stupefied 2 and sickened 1 as basically your head is ringing in a way that it's just hard to concentrate. It's hard to really pull yourself together. Sickened 1, stupefied 2. Done. All right. Alazaro.
2.
2. All right. 1, 2. We have Vertigo. Perfect. You are sickened 2. Sickened 2, not sickened as well, just to be clear. You have the sickened 2 condition. Okay. Unok.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You have 1d6 persistent bleeding damage as your eyes begin to bleed. You also take penalties on perception and ranged attacks.
Oh, great.
Okay, so that is persistent.
Udok's just gurgling in his armor right now, just
And poisoned as well on top of that.
yeah.
Okay, 1d6 bleed on top of that. Okay, so as he does this scream, you watch as he kind of like, you know, his like otherwise like fantastic hair now like flops to the side as he whips his hair back, and he sort of now has this like, you know, again, like he's shed this cocoon of like beauty to like be replaced with like kind of this angry, you know, alpha male kind of vibe as he looks to Holly and said, I suppose if you want me to continue turning it up a notch, I'm more than happy to oblige. After all, I'm not against getting my hands dirty either. And you watch as he'll turn off his repulsion aura. And, yeah, he's turned that off. Dante. Your
Well,
heart
that
is
happens.
yeah,
Ow.
your heart is racing, your mind is reeling, your bones hurt.
Yeah,
Jan redeemed a divine healing for Ray.
Thank you. Yes, he did. Which I will deal with on Ray's turn.
Holy catfish.
I'm going to
Which is actually really good because Ray is under so many conditions.
move up 25 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to 2-action heal Unok because I can't heal him with trait wounds.
All right, one moment. I know this is a low point. Okay, 1 second.
Dag, don't you fucking dare. This isn't Reign of Winter. You're supposed to hold it back a little bit. I don't have another character idea.
I made it very clear. Okay, one
Do
other.
it.
You undermine the target spell, making it easier to defend against. Yada yada yada. Reduce the spell rank by 1. Blah 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 blah. Okay. All right. I need Dante to make me a check. No, it's not that one. Sorry, one moment, please. Please hold.
Sure, it's not you that needs to make a check. You're using counter spell.
I feel like it should be, but it's not. That's not how it reads. But I might be wrong. When they cast yada yada yada, you extend yada yada yada. You lose your spell slot. Is that it? There's no check. There's no check.
For what spell?
Counterspell.
There should be.
All right. Here's what it says: a creature casts a spell that you prepare. When a foe casts a spell that you can see its manifestation, you may use your magic to disrupt it. You expend a prepared spell to counter the triggering spell of that same spell level. Sorry, of that same spell. If you lose your spells. Oh, okay. So I have to use that specific spell.
Are you using the Pathfinder First Edition counterspell or the second? Because the second one has a bit of extra to it.
Second.
You need to attempt a counteract the triggers spell.
Oh, right, there it is, because I'm looking at the legacy one, that's why. Okay. Counteract, here we go. Ah, yep, there we go. Okay, when attempting a counteract check, yada, 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 you make an appropriate skill check against your DC. Okay, so he makes an arcana check against your spell DC.
This is a healing spell that Dante's casting, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does the devil have that prepared?
I'm using a ability that he has to mimic spells.
Oh, okay.
So long as there's someone who has failed against one of their enchantment spells within the last 24 hours.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Which it has. Which you guys have all now done so. Okay, so.
Have I on a enchantment spell?
Yes. I'm pretty sure
the only thing I've been hit by is that cone attack of his.
Which was an enchantment spell.
Yes, and plus
okay.
Yeah, plus I believe Agnes, you've got healing spells, don't you?
Yes, Agnes's every spell slot can be a healing spell if she requires it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's make the arcane check for him. I mean, he might fail. What is your arcane check here? Probably not, but let's give it a crack. Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, I would like to use a hero point to make you reroll.
Oh, piece of shit. Well done. Okay.
That still beats it.
Okay. So as you go to use this spell, he enchants your spell and redirects it. Please still roll the healing.
Oh no!
I take it. I roll it on him.
Yes.
Well.
That's cheating. You can't heal. Only we can do that.
All right.
It's like when a boss in a video game stops, looks you in the face, and just chugs a healing potion.
Here's the bad part. That was an 8th level heal.
Oh, yep. Okay, fair. All right. So you've moved. You've used your 8th level heal, and he has used his siphon spell to basically turn it against you and instead heal himself. As Dante, you don't know what's happening to the magic, but it almost bends like a river around Unok and then goes into the devil. And that is that. Agnes, everyone is injured. It is all up to you. You are the single person who can save everyone.
At least he used his reaction.
He has used his reaction, so he can't do that again. Unless someone donates a hero point. No. Jinx point, I mean. But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, donate a hero point.
You know what's really funny, too? Sorry, I'm looking at our group chat, which is actually one of my favorite scenes from Naruto, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, mine too.
But it's really funny because it just shows a picture of someone being blown up, and the caption is like how Unok feels what just happened. And I'm like, the funniest bit is that Holly was the one who said some shit, and he was like, "Oh yeah, boom!" and just explodes.
Yeah, Holly said it, and he's like, "All right, fine, fuck your friends then."
And Holly's like, as if blowing up my team scares me. I bet you couldn't even do that again if you wanted. And he's just, and everyone's like, no, shut the fuck up.
It's like the scene from Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'll cut off your friend's toes. Do it. Cut them all off.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's wounded. Agnes is really wounded. This guy's really, really beginning to piss out himself now as well. So the problem is it is saves, right? Because this guy's a quite higher level than us. Cumulatively, because there's 6 of us, we can do a lot of damage. But I think when it comes to save levels, we might be a little imbalanced, perhaps. I'm not sure.
He is definitely tough on his
yeah.
own.
I don't like the way you just said that on his own there. Uh-oh.
Well, to be fair, I only really expected to directly fight with the Carnal Colossus. I wasn't really prepared for you guys to go toe-to-toe with him directly in this way. He can, and you can, and you're within the scope of being able to win against him. Not well, but you supposedly can.
You know, we've got like a 1
yeah.
in 10 chance of
Yeah.
not dying.
So,
Yeah.
Agnes looks around at everybody just, limp bone. Started there wobbling slightly. Just, you know what I mean?
Unuk's rage wings are just like they're like flapping inconsistently with each other.
I would just like wet spaghetti right now. Yeah, and she's gonna shout across at Holly, and she's just gonna be like, Holly, have you ever thought of just asking your friends? She looks at everybody else in the group. When you want help trying to do something. And then she's gonna throw a soothe at
Holly.
Ray.
Oh, I'm gonna veto that. Do not heal Ray.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll then, since she's near and she was attempting to soothe Agnes herself earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she will throw out a heal to roll.
Thank you.
Wait, hang on, I did that one already. I'm going to take another one. Where's Roll? There she is. Hey!
All right, 44 healing as Rose slowly feels their wounds stitching up, their bones less achy. Yeah, there's that. Anything else? You're no longer slowed, so you do still have one action left. I just you can't kill me if I kill myself. Fuck you.
You know what it is? That weirdly crossed my mind because of that get out of jail free card. I'm gonna make a deal with this devil until I die, and I'm gonna kill myself. But no, that's just a little that wouldn't cross Agnes's mind, I don't think, even though it crossed Laura's morbid mind.
I mean, you could always make a deal with a different devil.
No deals with devils.
You sure? I got plenty of them. There's at
Pretty-
least 4
pretty
more in
sure.
town.
No, I'm not at that stage yet. But no, she is going to. She's going to back up a little bit because this guy's just unpleasant.
Yep, he's creeping up, and like I said, the beautiful abs and freaking hair and all that, it's slowly unraveling. You know what I mean? Like he's now looking like he's working up a sweat. All right, Holly, your ingenue is obliterating your party.
Holly is horrified by what happened, and she has slowly realized that was definitely her fault, and she needs to shut up. But she also got an idea from Ray, and okay, so would it be possible for me to pray to Asmodeus to exorcise his own devil?
Ooh, good question. It'd have to be a good prayer, not a good prayer, but like a good prayer. Okay. You gave up your ranks in religion, didn't you, when you respect back into a rogue? Okay. So you abandoned Asmodeus. You've got to come up with something really good for him to intervene. Alternatively, like with Ray, you might get guidance on what potentially you could do, or even how you could assist Ray in what Ray is trying to do as well. So, do you need a moment, or are you good to make your prayer?
I am gonna make my prayer because she's still gonna have all of the crap that she had with her because we haven't even stopped for a rest. So she's got all of her cleric stuff with her.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
So Holly's going to pull out a ruby dagger
Mm-hmm.
and slash her own arm open.
Okay. Just roll a dagger damage on yourself, I guess.
Okay, that's 1d4. Or one. Hang on. Let me look.
Well,
Roll your
daggers are
dagger.
1d4.
Just yeah.
Well,
I
I
was
mean,
about to say,
unless
just
you've
roll
got,
your dagger.
unless your ruby dagger has runes on it, which it might.
It does not.
Let me just say.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's
yep.
just a clerical dagger.
Sure. Yep.
Oh, that didn't help. Did that even roll?
No.
No.
There we go.
Plus your strength as well, of course, if you have any bonus to strength.
I don't think I have any strength.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nope, I'm taking 1 on strength.
Ah, cool. So you actually do 2 damage.
I'm doing damage. Excellent day. I'll fix that in a second. Oh wait, no, I'm on
All
the
right.
page. All right. So she's gonna slash her arm. So blood starts coming out pretty
Sure.
immediately. Not too deep, not painfully deep, but enough to get a lot of blood. And she's gonna spread it around, and draw a pentagram on the ground for Asmodeus.
Sure. All right. Yep. You create the unholy star.
Yes, create the unholy star with her own blood, and look up Asmodeus.
Which, by the way, looks like this.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna draw.
Not gonna lie, that actually looks kind of cool.
Okay.
Asmodeus, I am here to beg you for your help in exorcising this devil before me. I need the Cupid behind him to help me wreak vengeance on the man that destroyed my kingdom. I will bring glory to your name if I am able to get this. I will bring. Hang on, let me be careful on how I word this because I get in trouble with wording a lot. I need this Cupid free of the devil so I can find out what has been going on in my kingdom in the absence, and I will wreak havoc on those who have on those that usurped and murdered the rightful heirs of my kingdom, and I please give me your assistance.
Okay. I will let you add more to that, but I will reiterate what I told Ray earlier on, which perhaps you've forgotten as well. Edicts and anathemas are pretty much how you convince them to do stuff. If it's just help me because I need all of this help, and this is why I need help, they don't give a shit. Because, yeah.
One of his edicts is people that are not the rightful ruler, and I am the rightful ruler.
Okay, so you're touching on that you believe yourself to be the rightful ruler in your parents' empty throne?
Yes, and the devil himself, admitted that I was the rightful ruler.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anything else?
Should I add something else?
If you want to, I'm just giving you the opportunity to.
Okay, to make it clear, that is one of his edicts.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I've included that already.
Okay.
It was more if you wanted to add more stuff.
My fear is that if I add more, I'm gonna indebt myself
That's
to
the
him
idea.
again, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, then he's not really willing to help you. See, the problem is that when you ask for favors from divine beings, you need to give shit back, not hold back. It's what can you offer for the boon that they're going to give you. And if you're trying to skinflint them with the barest minimum, then they're not going to help. They're straight up just not going to help. So I recognize that you'd mentioned that you're going to speak his name in glory, but that doesn't mean jack. It just means you're going to, say, hey, he's a really cool guy. But it doesn't mean you're going to serve him. Doesn't mean you're going to do anything to promote his church or his religion or his ideals or his values or his ways.
Because the wrong ruler is on the throne of Corvosa. So that would still fall within his edicts, and he has a traitor inside his own temple.
Do you want to mention the traitor as well?
Yes, then I will seek out the traitor in the Asmodean temple, and torture them and send their soul to you.
Perfect. Okay. One moment. Now, all of you basically watch this as it happens.
But I didn't promise my soul this time. And we were gonna do that anyway.
No, you
Oh, look, you
promised
haven't.
the soul
Look,
of
you
the
haven't.
traitor.
You haven't offered it yet.
Yeah, but the traitor is Asmodean, so he's going to Asmodeus anyway.
A circle of fire appears on the pentagram that you've drawn. Rising up out of the ground is a devil. Now, it is not Asmodeus. It is this handsome piece of work.
She looks familiar.
Hey, I remember
That
her.
other-
Unok doesn't, but Marcus does.
You do remember her indeed. She is the contract devil from before.
Who spoke with Alexander when he died?
Mm-hmm.
Both times.
Well, bless my infernal hearts. I didn't expect to see all of you again. Not so soon, anyway. Twice in the same year. You must be a glutton for punishment. Or perhaps the greed in your hearts is so vast and so deep that I did not offer enough. Hello, Holly, my dear.
Hi.
She, like, basically she is also, like, 10 foot tall. So she kind of, like, kneels down and places her hand firmly, like, kind of against her chin as she says, "It's not often that the master hears prayers like that and sends someone to handle situations personally." At this point, Lust turns and says, This is my domain. I was the one assigned to silence." She clicks her fingers. His mouth sort of seals shut. God, when devils try to mansplain. Your offer is enticing. To find the traitor is something high on the master's list. After all, we do not like the idea of devils being forced into servitude without, well, proper diligence. After all, it was your contract that led their kind here to begin with, she says, gesturing at Lust. But you're not the reason the Asmodean temple is under dubious management. And that is slightly more important than allowing these children devils to run rampant in the city. So, you wish simply for lust to be exorcised from the form of this mortal, yes?
Yes.
And in exchange you will seek out the traitor and ensure that they get what's coming to them.
Yes.
Then you, my dear, have a deal. Lust, darling, as she speaks up, his mouth kind of comes back to his own control. Viniaxtrix, I swear, if you weren't... Yes. You're going to come with me now, darling. We have other matters to attend to, and this place is quite dreary. No, I am not done with her. I was promised my own realm. I was promised my own kingdom, that I could... And you shall have it. In time. For now, however, the master has summoned you. Unless you would prefer me to return and say that you refused to come home. You watch as he clenches his fist. He says, "No. I will abide. As he steps forward, he says, but there is one matter that I will not let slide. He looks at Holly, rage in his eyes. He is going to try and cast a spell on Holly. One final spell. Please make a will save.
Oh dear. Do I hero point that?
That is a critical fumble.
I would love to hero point that.
You may hero point it. That is not a critical fumble, but still a failure. But we have a divine intervention from Holly, so you get another reroll.
Oh
and you get to take the higher. That is still a failure. 42 is the DC. You are placed under a spell known as a Gias. It is a quest that is given, or a task that is given. And if you fail at this, you will take damage until you die. It's like a curse, but a little more directed. This is very simple. He looks you in the eye and says, from this day forward, you shall never know love or pleasure. Ever again. And that locks into you. Now, should your character ever know pleasure or know love, you will take damage, and you will continue to take damage until you lose that pleasure or love, at which point you will perish if you hadn't shedded it. And with that, yeah. His eyes basically then glow black and red, and you watch as this smoke of like pink, yellow, and red mist just explode from his person. And you watch as it then goes into that flaming circle that Holly had created and disappears. Ray, your divine intervention hits. Milani speaks to you. The symbol. Cast the symbol over the Asmodean sigil. Do it now. Throw with your mighty arm and strike true, Ray.
Ray.
You are fully healed. All of your conditions are now reset and restored by divine intervention, courtesy of our dear friend Jen.
Thank you, Jen. Ray immediately, how to cast the
make a ranged attack.
Yeah, just ranged. Yes.
Yep, make a ranged attack as you throw the symbol of Milani across the room towards the circle.
How do I do a ranged attack?
On your combat tab, on the right-hand side, there should be melee and ranged. Not on your actions tab, on your combat
There
one.
it is. Yep, sorry.
Cool. Nope, that's all right.
Holy. +4, that's it.
Yeah, because you're not trained in, artifact. Ooh, that's a 9. You are 1 off. Do you want to use your hero point?
I will hero point it.
All right, let's...
Absolutely.
Let's go for it. Oh, nice! That will absolutely land as you hurl the symbol. The smoke is just about to hit the circle, and as it does so, the symbol of Asmodeus disappears almost entirely. And you watch as the smoke is now engulfed in golden light. It starts to smoke and smolder as it cries out in pain. What the fuck? What the fuck? And you watch as instead of going down into the hole, it starts to rise. It the smoke is twisting, trying to pull out of the beam of light as it is being drawn up to the heaven's gates. As the entrance to Nirvana is opened up, you hear him basically calling out and cursing your names in Infernal as much as he can. As the fire and smoke start to burn, he disappears into the sky as rose petals begin to fall. The devil looks up. Well, that wasn't part of the deal, but, well, he was an asshole. I don't suppose you wouldn't mind kicking your little trinket off my way home, would you? Be a darling.
Ray will go up and retrieve the symbol,
You do so.
pin it back on his cloak.
As you do so, she basically turns and says, I look forward to your results. Our bargain is struck. The deal is met. She leans down and very gently, grabbing Holly by the chin, plants a kiss on her lips to seal the deal. She then wishes you well, and good luck on your investigation, as she then steps, glorious high heel after high heel, down into the circle, which then vanishes in a cloud of smoke, leaving only a scorch mark of the symbol of Asmodeus on the ground beneath you. So, there we go.
Is everyone okay?
Ray looks at his hands and his broken bones that aren't broken anymore and goes, I really have to talk to her more often.
Says the divine character. Man,
So when the enemies are gone, rage ends. Unok just kind of crashes to the ground. Just all you hear is gurgled groaning.
That's fair.
I think maybe we should take a rest before we hit up anyone else.
Do we have time?
Oh,
How much
About
time?
2
before-
seconds after Unak
okay.
hits the deck, you just hear the sound of Agnes bonelessly sliding to the ground also. It's just a heap. Just
yeah, I think we need a rest. But on that note, she's gonna run over to the Cupid, and is he awake?
He is currently unconscious.
She's gonna kind of smack his face lightly.
Oh, son of a bitch. No, he doesn't. With a light tap, he slowly begins to rise. Oh, my.
Do I know his name?
It is Seraph.
Okay.
He, actually, let me, where's the stuff that I shared? Images. Where is... Where did I put that? There we go. All right, there we go.
Nice. I hate how they always make the background so white.
Me too. All right. His eyes open. Oh, my head. Oh. What? Oh, your Highness. I'm sorry. Where, what is?
Okay, so real quick, you got possessed by the devil lust. And why on earth are you here? You should be back in the Feywild, and apparently my parents banished you. So what's going on?
Oh, well, that, my dear, is quite a long and sordid story. To make it as brief as possible, it was Jack's doing. You see, I was the captain of the Cupid aerial battalions. It was our job to ensure that we fought for all things, to be truly loved, and to express love freely. Cupids are precarious and capricious in nature and can sometimes use love for mischief. Your parents saw that love was directed, given hope, given meaning. Jack, he came to us asking for love elixirs, wanting us to use it in order to try and, well, seduce you. But we would not allow it. Such an abuse of our powers is forbidden. And that's when I found out he had stolen several cupids and was using them in some sort of heinous ritual in order to extract their power. I confronted him, but was overpowered. He had treated with some being, some entity, and they overwhelmed me. After taking hold of my sanity, I acted in ways that I still, till this moment, find abhorrent. I betrayed the crown.
You did, but you can help me later. Real quick, do you happen to remember anything that you did while you were Lust?
Everything.
Or while Lust was in you, or...
It
That sounds
was...
very-
It was as if I was present, with my eyes behind my own, experiencing everything and nothing at the same time. I saw what I did to this poor man. Eric was his name. He did not deserve such a fate. To fall in love with garbage. And then when a beautiful and attractive witch attempted to pitch a woo, he did nothing but speak ill, and it was all my fault. To think the beautiful life they could have had together, if not for...
Okay,
Yep.
focus. So while Lust, do you happen to remember where he might have stored any information on how the dragon Kazavon is possessing the queen?
It is by the crown in which the queen is possessed. The crown is comprised of portions of the dragon.
We know that, but do we have solid evidence about that? Something I could take to God.
If there's anything I could do to help.
Okay,
I'm not done speaking. Shut the fuck up. I know that I'm speaking in my polite and I am trying to be a good guy voice, but this is also Dag going, if you don't let this man fucking speak when you ask him questions, I will not give you any of your answers and you can deal with this shit on your own.
okay.
While all of the devils were together, Kazavron was the one who divvied up the city. He gave us each a writ of power that is held within the temple of Asmodeus. The writ can only be accessed by those who possess the essences of each of the devils. It seems as though you have already taken care of a few of them. Their essences flow through you, wrath, gluttony, and now lust as well. Continue on your path, slay the other devils, and return to the temple of Asmodeus. There, use that essence as a key and a lockbox should be uncovered with these writs of transcript. It shows that Kazavron, not Iliosa, was the one who banded the Temple of Asmodeus and the Seven Sins when they arrived to the tasks that they are currently at hand. His whole plans laid to bear.
Is he done talking now?
Now he is done talking.
Okay, I just thought I'd check.
Good.
Okay, so you might want to redeem yourself, and I understand that, but it's not really safe around here. So what I would like you to do is go to the Rebel Underground and help them out with whatever they need until I call you and we go back and kick Jack's ass.
Majesty, I am banished from our kingdoms. There is no amount of atoning that I can do to make up for the sins that I have committed.
Yeah, I'm the queen now. So yeah, I say that there is an amount of stuff that you can do to make up and do some atoning. So you need to go help the rebels.
If that is your wish, my liege, then I, Seraph, shall serve as your knight. Guide me as you will. I will seek out these rebels and lend them aid wherever I can. But before I go, please allow me to at least repair some of the damage and mistakes that I have made here.
Ooh, that would be great. Thank you.
He reaches into his chest, and as he does so, you watch as he pulls out what looks to be a crystal heart. He begins to stroke and rub it between his hands, and as he does so, his life force spreads to all of you. Each of you heal 150 hit points. Sorry, 145, or he's gonna die. Alright, 145 hit points to each of you. He then falls to the ground. As you can see, the crystal heart that he now holds is black. He places it back into his chest as he says, I'm sorry for the trouble I have caused. If there's anything you need, my queen,
I will come get you later when it's safe. And Holly's gonna kiss him on the forehead.
he blushes very widely. This is actually the first time you've ever seen a Cupid blush. It does not happen. He then reaches up with a dagger and sort of cuts off like one of his little like kind of like braids and hands it to you. I don't know if this will be able to help, but maybe in your time of need.
Thank you, Sarah.
You have a lock of Cupid hair, and he will leave. All right. Unok's like, I want to kill that fucker. What to do with all my rage?
No, Unok is still very not pleased that his bones were all shattered at once.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
But he's just
Quite a few people had their bones shattered at once.
Unok's eyes were also bleeding out of his skull, and he was poisoned. So, Unok's very tired, but he goes, let's just hope we took out the most dangerous of the devils.
I think they're all gonna be really hard.
Well, yes, but I'm saying I hope we took out the most dangerous of them. I mean,
as you say,
like all dragons are hard to fight, but there are some that are harder than others.
As you say this, I'm going to have all of my players level up. And as we pan away
Yay.
from the city, you hear cheers as the skulls of Grey Maidens and Hell Knights are being displayed in the center of the streets of Old Corvosa. The rebels, having managed to place a ton of like banners and stuff with pictures of the queen crossed out and slashed, the old flag torn up and destroyed. People are cheering. People are celebrating. People are roaring, claiming that, you know, this is the time in which they'll finally get to be freed once and for all of the tyranny of the queen. Long live, long live freedom, democracy, that whole thing. As this happens, leading the charge, stepping up onto a podium, is a very unassuming individual who appears thusly. Two seconds. Cough and die. Okay.
Not allowed.
Fair. This individual. Proud people of Corvosa, too long have we suffered. Too long has this land of ours been under siege from within. The queen and her reign has led us to disaster. And the old emperor, his benevolence is nowhere to be found. Only these sick and vile cancers that would destroy us one and all. But do not worry. For I am here to guide us to a new age of freedom. You hear the people start to roar and cheer. You hear people start to say the word, hero. We finally have one. We have a hero of Corvosa. A champion who will lead us all to victory. And you watch as this individual smiles. His gaunt and pallid figure gazing into the horizon as he says to himself quietly amongst the din of the crowd, I'm waiting for you, Dante. You're next. And you watch as one of his minions, one of his servants, spikes another Hell Knight skull, helm and all, onto another banner. And that is where we're going to end today's session. All right. Is this stunned silence, or is this like, yay, we got to the end?
Ah,
Done.
This is
A bit of
stunned
both.
silence.
Good, excellent.
Yeah, a little bit column A, low column B.
Nice. All right. Instinct, by the way, we had as our other plot twist for today. Instinct was used for what's it called? When I was using Cupid, like when I was actually using Seraph, his instincts were to be loyal to the crown despite being exiled and stuff. He had no animosity. He had no anger. He just went with his natural instinct and natural way of being, and sided with the new queen. So that is our bonus from that one. But yeah, this is oh man, this is interesting. Yeah, you guys managed to defeat Lust, which was really cool. That was awesome. Lust, by the way, was a CR 18.
Yeah.
So
I
three above
figured
us. That was...
So
I
three
figured
above.
his much.
Yeah, 3 above you is defeatable, but not without not without loss. You know what I mean? Hence why I was holding back quite a bit, because I didn't want to just like come in with a CR18 and then dump all my heavy things on you. But I think the pacing was good, and even though we do make fun of it and we say like, "Yay, Ollie Holly just provoked it to make it step up," I probably would have stepped up regardless, because at that point, then you get to kind of, when you actually achieve the victory, it feels more like, oh wow, we actually pulled it off, you know. And that's what I want to do with things like that. I don't just want to like have a shin kicking contest with something that's got bigger boots. I definitely want you guys to have achieved it, and you did. You, in full, beautiful fashion, offered the right things, put the things in the right places, and made the right checks to be able to exorcise the devil and free the Cupid, which now means that, you guys get all the benefits that go along with it, including now knowing how to fix Holly's problem. Now, here's something I'm going to propose to my group as you level up. There are, as you can see, 4 other places to potentially go before you need to deal with the Asmodean Temple and finding the traitor. I would not recommend, but I would also suggest there's a possibility of splitting into pairs and dealing with a devil in pairs. If this is something you would like to do, I want to invite you guys to talk about it in the chat. I will insist that Dante go to Old Corvosa. But you have...
No, we're going to skip that.
Yeah, that's it, straight up. So you've got Envy in Old Corvosa. You have Greed in the East Shore. And you have Sloth up on whatever that place is up there. Pride, I want us all regathering again to face Pride as a big singular group. But 1, 2, and 3, dealing with them in pairs, I think there is a way for us to actually do that if you guys want to as well. But yeah, have a chat.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, have a chat, see what you guys think, and of course, then discuss how you want to split up your pairs as well, because that is going to be important. For example, if Dante and Agnes both go to Old Corvosa, you're going to find healing very difficult. So, you know, stuff like that. All right, guys, thanks so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. I know that I did. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week doing cool, fun, and amazing stuff. We are going to be back for the finale of Reign of Winter this week. So that is it. This is the final episode coming up. So be sure to tune in. Well, I say final episode. I mean, the fight may go extra. You know, I mean, that's we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that'll be then onto the new campaign and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, you know, there you go. That's the whole thing. In the meantime, however, thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to all the people who watched. Thank you to all the people who put in the channel points and stuff. Thank you to Mal for all of the amazing 245 bits that get thrown in. I always love when the bits come in because I have no idea how to convert. I don't know what that is. Bits are cool, but what are they? They're magic, and I feel like I should like create tokens for bits. I don't know. But yeah, and guys, my name's Michael. Hope you guys had an enjoyable time. As we like to say here, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not is free, and until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!